Welcome back to the Midway at the Missouri State Fair, the happiest place in Missouri. We are joined by Congressman Mark Alford, Jackson County guy, but he's adopted Central Missouri as his.
That's right. Good to see you.
And the Congressman of Whiteman Air Force Base. How about that?
I am so excited to represent Whiteman Air Force Base, home of the B-2 stealth bomber and soon to be home of the B-21 stealth Raider. This is an incredible platform, and it proved to be true because of President Donald J. Trump calling out the mission, sending 14 bombers over there in the dead of night to go bomb Iran, to completely obliterate the nuclear capabilities, to fly back, all in one fell swoop, to not be detected, not one shot fired. That is the capability of the United States of America.
I tell you what, it was such a point of pride. My entire life, I've heard people talk about Iran having a nuclear bomb.
Right.
How terrible it was for the United States. Lots of folks talk about a problem. Donald Trump and the boys at Whiteman took care of the problem.
Certainly did, Scott. And I tell you what, the men and women out there have been planning this mission for 25 years. Imagine working on something behind the scenes, calculating, planning, where are they moving the nuclear weapons to, their armaments, how do we get past their radars. All of this was plotted and planned at Whiteman Air Force Base, and they got to act on it. And Keith Butler, who is the outgoing colonel, the commanding officer, his last day was on Wednesday. I went to that's where he retired, and then on Saturday I was having dinner, and I got a text that, hey, it's happening. And sure enough, it happened. And I couldn't be more proud of the 509th and the 132nd or 131st that they were able to do something that is going to change the course of world history.
I thought it was so awesome. Maybe the day after, a day or two later, I saw Fox News, their morning show, was posted up outside Whiteman.
Yeah.
And you were there. What an awesome thing to spotlight Missouri folks, and what a tremendous honor that's got to be to represent those guys.
Well, it really was. Fox asked me to come along. Steve Ducey, remember from Fox morning show, he's now doing like field reporting, kind of like you're doing now, highlighting these great places across America, and he wanted to come to Whiteman Air Force Base. I was supposed to fly back to Washington that morning. I said, I'm going to see Steve Ducey and the men and women who pulled this off, and it was a great honor. Look, I'm just kind of riding I had nothing to do with it, really. I'm supporting the B-2 program through funding, through the appropriations process. We've got to make sure this program is lethal, capable, and ready until we get the B-21. And so that's my job right now, to bring back the projects to Missouri, to turn the Show Me State into the Grow Me State, to keep Fort Leonard Wood going, increase our programs there, make sure the hospital is not downgraded to a clinic, and also make sure that our men and women, and look, we're still trying to find a replacement for the A-10.
Yep.
I'm fighting hard to try to get a fighter replacement for that. It's like pulling teeth. I don't know what's going to happen. But
you really do have to fight. I mean, people talk about fighting, and they say that all the time. It is a fight for these projects to get them done and where they're going to be. You've got to be a night fighter to bring those home to Missouri.
And you know what helps, though, Scott? It helps now that I can come in with the influence that our staff has helped me create on the Appropriations Committee, that the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, I was in Europe this past week talking to our NATO partners about these very issues. And so that gives me a seat at the table, a voice in the room to be able to advocate that. And I couldn't do it without the people who sent me there. And I very much appreciate you giving me this opportunity.
So a lot of members of Congress usually get August off. A lot of them are on a beach somewhere. Where have you been this August?
I have been all over. I just got back from Europe, Italy and Greece mainly. We went to Suda Bay, which is down on Crete. We have some P-8s. They're big, they're like 737s, but they're equipped to track submarines, and we got a briefing on that, and some other things I really can't tell you about in this setting, or really anywhere, unless you have a classified top secret.
I would have no clearance at all is what I'd have.
But so we're doing that. We start our town hall tour in just a couple of weeks. I'm here at the State Fair now, but in 2 weeks we'll be doing 15 town hall stops in our district. We have 24 counties in our district. We're hitting 15 stops. I know there's going to be people there who hate me, who hate Trump, but I'm going to stand up and tell them the truth about the one big beautiful bill. Really, how do we change health care in America to where people still get served, but we don't go broke as a nation? I'm going to tell about the big wins in agriculture for our ag-heavy state. We have so much to be thankful for. The Republicans really have a good song to sing. We've just got to make sure that we're telling the American people the truth, because the crazy, woke, leftist mob on the left is going to do everything they can, because they have Trump derangement syndrome, to never give this man a win. We are cleaning up D.C. We are cleaning up America. We're restoring our dignity and pride to the military. We are gaining reputation. Look at what Trump is doing on the world stage when it comes to peace. He has settled, what, 5 or 6 wars now. He's going to meet with Putin. Hopefully that thing will be over sooner rather than later. This is a historic time to live in America. And we're going to look back, you and me, and talk to our grandkids about, I can't believe I was there. This time in history.
That must be what it was like when people were under President Reagan.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Right.
They're proud of this country. I love it. It feels like a great place. But before I let you go, I got to ask you a question. You get to represent the State Fair and the United States Congress.
This is our district.
Give me your favorite part about being here at the fair.
My favorite, I would like to say the corn dogs. Of course,
I just had one.
They're good. My favorite part is going to the FFA building. Yeah. I'll tell you a little story about that. My dad was an ag teacher, FFA sponsor. He used to go to Kansas City when I was a kid for the convention before they moved to Indianapolis in, 98, 99. But every time I go in there, it renews, well, first off, it's air conditioned, I think, so that helps. But it renews my hope.
It ain't cold today.
And when they come up to our office, they just did a couple of weeks ago on tour, it renews my hope in America's young people. There's so many people that are bashing our young people, and yeah, we've got problems. There may be some kids who are apathetic, non-patriotic, but you talk to these future farmers of America, whether they're in ag specifically, or raising a cow or a chicken or a goat or whatever. There's some who are just in public speaking, and they are phenomenal leaders, and it really restores my hope in America.
The future of this country is either going to be those purple sun-striped Starbucks drinkers, it's going to be FFA boys. And God, I hope the future of this is the FFA.
I'll put my money on the blue corduroy coat anytime.
I love them blue corduroy coats. Congressman, thank you so much for this. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right here all afternoon on the Midway here at the Missouri State Fair, the happiest place in Missouri.